great, down-to-earth people, and they are so young. Like, my bass player is 17 and my drummer is 18, and they are, like, very talented people. Actually, tomorrow I have a live video coming out on Studio Road TV. If you guys want to check it out, it's for my new single, Oblivious, and I'm playing live with my band. So if you guys want to see that, that would be awesome. If you want to hear me live with a band. So, yeah, that's what I have behind me live.
Fantastic. We want to thank you so much for coming here, sharing your time, of course, and your story with us, as well as your music, and for giving us a chance to share it with the world. And again, I want to emphasize the fact that you are now part of our family. So you have new releases coming up, or show dates, you're going on the road again, or whatever, you want to share it. I have a page on Facebook for that. You can find very easily. Just go to Facebook and look up The David Bowers Awards. It's a groups page. And if you post it there, we'll make sure that it gets spread around to our social media sites and try to get the word out to everybody. And please, do keep in touch with us. Let us know what's going on. Any news you have, we'll be happy to share it.
That's awesome. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for having me. I had a great time.
Great, fantastic. Don't forget, come back and see us again, okay?
Of course. Thank you. Have a great night.
You're welcome. You have a great one, too. Ladies and gentlemen, Alyssa Marie Coon and her brand new release, Oblivious.
You've got that hair slicked back. I like it like that. Ocean blue eyes, just my type. Make me want you so bad. You've got that camo hat with an American flag. I'm showing all the signs, read between a line, heart speeding so fast. You have no idea that I'm into you, boy, you need to get a clue. You're so oblivious, I think I make it kinda obvious. When I trip over my words and act a little nervous, you got me wondering why you're so oblivious. I think I make it kinda hard to miss. When I'm moving too close and wait for you to notice, you got me doing this, 'cause you're so oblivious. Yeah, boy, you're so oblivious. Is it that you already know? Are you putting up a show? Is it just a game? Do you love the chase, or do you want to take it slow? I'm dropping so many hints that I'm into you, boy, you need to get a clue. You're so oblivious, I think I make it kinda obvious. When I trip over my words and act a little nervous, you got me wondering why you're so oblivious. I think I make it kinda hard to miss. When I'm moving too close and wait for you to notice, you got me doing this, 'cause you're so oblivious. Yeah, boy. You're so oblivious, I think I make it kinda obvious. You got me waiting on you, I don't know what to do. Yeah, you got me wondering why you're so oblivious. Kinda hard to miss. When I'm moving too close and wait for you to notice, you got me doing this, 'cause you're so oblivious. Yeah, boy, you're so oblivious. Whoa. Yeah, boy.
And there you have it, Oblivious. That is Alyssa Marie Coon. We thank you very much for joining us here on the David Bowers Awards, and look forward to whenever next time is. Right now we have a next time guest among our group that is coming on next. They call themselves the Scorch Sisters, and if I'm not mistaken, we have two of the three sisters with us here, and They go by the names of Alyssa and Francesca Scorch, I guess it is, and they'll be joining us to tell us about what they do. They have got a really rocking sound that I know you're going to enjoy, and we're going to listen to a track called So Much Trouble right now. Here are the Scorch Sisters.
All the windows shattered, all the empty factories. That's what really matters. Keep on coming on back to me. I can drive away in my big blue car, and maybe it doesn't matter where you go or who you are. We got so much trouble coming every day. We get hypnotized, and our courage fades away. And I'm on my knees, y'all gonna see me pray. We got so much trouble coming every day. All the men hang out on Slauson Avenue, but the only job in town is beating people black and blue. When the cops come by, they all scatter like the wind. You say you wonder why, man, tell me where the hell you been. We got so much trouble coming every day. We get hypnotized, and our courage fades away. And I'm on my knees, y'all gonna see me pray. We got so much trouble coming every day. So I asked my sister, where's it gonna go? And I asked my brother, but my brother did not know. And I asked my mother, she said, girl, I told you so. And I asked my daddy, but it died a long time ago. We got so much trouble coming every day. We get hypnotized, and our courage fades away. And I'm on my knees, y'all gonna see me pray. We got so much trouble coming every day. We got so much trouble coming every day. We get hypnotized, and our courage fades away. And I'm on my knees, y'all gonna see me pray. We got so much trouble coming every day.
So much trouble. They call themselves the Scorch Sisters. Come on in here, girls. Let's chat. Hello there.
Hi,
Hey.
how are you?
Doing fine. We have Francesca and Alyssa, and if I could take just a second here, Francesca, we're familiar a little bit with you from an appearance back in January on the show where we did the Americana Kitchen album.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
So welcome
Yes.
back, and
Well,
thank you for
thank you
bringing
so
Alyssa
much.
with us. And,
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about this group. Now, I know you're Los Angeles-based, and
Yes.
obviously people have, if they didn't know you before, they're familiar now with the fact that you have a cooking sound. Tell us a little bit about the Scorch Sisters.
Well, I'll tell you a little bit, and then maybe Alicia can fill in some more
That'll
details.
work.
But basically, we
Sure.
met in 1998. Is that right, Alicia? I think 98. And
99, something like that. Yep.
Yeah, okay,
The Women
98,
in Blues.
99. Yeah, at a Women in Blues event at BB King's when it was in the Universal Universal Studios, Universal Studio Walk.
Right.
And that was a fantastic place to play. The sound was fantastic to play. It was just, everything was great. So we there was just like about 30 women, musicians and singers, and so some of the girls just were saying, well, let's put together a group, I mean, wow, this is, so many of us here, and we get a chance to meet. Let's do something great, and powerful as women. So we put together a group called Some Like It Hot, and there were like 3 or 4 singers. We had horn section and percussion, and so Alicia and Kimberly and I met at that event, and then we proceeded to go on to do Some Like It Hot, which lasted for maybe about between 5 and 7 years, I think, and on and off.
Yeah.
And so then a lot of, the girls from that group, life was just carrying us away. Some of the gals moved away, got married or whatever, just found jobs in other states. And then just a lot of personal stuff between the 3 of us. Kimberly and I were going through divorces, and Alicia was dealing with some family issues that she had to take care of. And so I actually went through breast cancer and had, Alicia and Kimberly as, my earth angels, basically, and we've always tried to be there for each other through, life's surprises, I guess you would call it.
Sure.
And so after, I was on the other side of cancer, thanks to God, my doctors, and my family and friends. Alicia and Kimberly and I were talking, and we were just thinking, it would be really nice if the 3 of us formed a group, and it's easier to count on 3 of us as opposed to like 10 or 12, because everybody runs in so many different directions, and so on. So in any case, we said, well, if we just keep it the 3 of us, we could probably get a lot done with dividing up, where our talents lie, and then we would hire a rhythm section, be it, 2 guys or 2 girls. Well, lately it's been 2 girls. So the band has been all female, and, we really, really like doing things this way because we feel like we have more control, and we know we can count on each other,
Sure.
and there's so much history, and the fact that we've been there for each other through so much, and I don't know what I would have done without the 2 of them, because honestly, Alicia was going with me to doctor's appointments and so on, and Kimberly was out there raising money for me and calling me, making sure I was okay, and still, I was still out there doing gigs, but after you've been through so much with your friends, you become family. So Alicia came up with the name. Yeah, so Alicia came up with the name, the TheScorchSisters, and we loved it, and we thought, wow, we're going from Some Like It Hot to the TheScorchSisters. It all makes sense, So
absolutely, and
yeah.
I want to congratulate you on your successful battle there, and I'm really, really happy that you were able to have a support group just appear around you like that. It's wonderful that the people that you know and already know and love are, show themselves to be that type of people where they can actually be there, support you, and do whatever is necessary regardless. I mean, it's, it's through the good times and the not so good times, and that's what's important. Yep. So you're definitely blessed there. John Bon Jovi, again, you worry me when you sit there so quietly, because I know you're just gnawing at the bit. You got something you want to say.
Well, I kind of get off on worrying you, so it just to add a little bit more stress in your life. Beautiful thing. Francesca, when David told me that you were going to be on the show, I was really pleased, because I think you've got, 7 or 8 songs on the Americana Kitchen record? And I remember I listened to this. I think the last time I listened to it was about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I have enjoyed it many times. Yeah, well, I've had this. When were you guys on? Was in January?
January.
Yeah,
yeah.
and
here we are at the end of the year.
Yeah, and you were decent enough to forward me a copy of this CD, and I have enjoyed many hours of listening to it. I have it in the car. I'm one of those old-fashioned people.
Oh, thank you.
I have a CD player in the car. Can you believe that?
Oh my gosh!
I do too. Doesn't always work out well, but it's there.
For the listeners who would like to go back and catch that, that was our January 13th show.